There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Heart of a Hobbit here on the official Lotro Twitch streaming channel. Oh, I just realized I'm sitting on a blanket. That's making me extra high. There we go. That was a little taller than normal. Oops. And I forgot to turn off the heating pad. Let's turn that off. Probably burning the house down on stream would be a bad, it's bad form. So I hear. So yes, happy Harvest Math, happy Harvest Festival, happy Halloween. It is October. It is November tomorrow. It's October 31st today, so it is actually Halloween. So I thought it would be fun to have my Hobbit gal here running around in costume. She's a little bear. Whoops. See, grrr. And I've got my cat ears on in honor of the occasion. So, all right. So I thought we will run around at in the Harvest Festival. But you know what? I think first I actually want to run back to my neighborhood because I haven't checked the crates today. And how's my Wenda pile? An hour and 28 minutes. I better go talk to Wenda also. She's a very important person, you know. So I hope everybody is doing well on this fun day. We are in the Netherlands, and so we're an hour earlier here versus y'all in North America because we went ahead and did our clock changes last weekend. So, oh yeah, did you want to go ahead and close the front window, Kurt? Did you want to close the front thing just in case there's any potential trick-or-treaters? Oh, yeah. We don't remember if we got any trick-or-treaters last year or not. I really can't remember. And the year before that was still kind of Corona time, so I'm pretty sure there was nobody out. But it's not a really common thing around here, and there's not many kids on our street. But just in case they had a wild hair that we might have candy, we don't. So it's probably best just to, like, you know, close the curtains and pretend we're not home. Yeah. Don't make us look inviting. We have no candy for you, I'm sorry. I mean, I could throw a gluten-free cookie at them, I suppose, but, you know, that's not everybody's jam. All right, so I've got my new subscriber services. I'm going to tuck that there. Makes it handy for me to grab it. I will go ahead and put my fast feed on, although I do find in the Haunted Burrow it's a bit much sometimes. I run into walls because I'm going too fast. But all right, so I'm going to use my little hunter ability here, and we're going to pop ourselves back over to the hill where we just were. And zoom. I love hunter travel. It's so awesome. You know what? I'm going to actually use that blanket I was sitting on. I'm feeling a slight chill at the moment, so we're going to blanket up. Speaking of blankets, I was making a blanket, and it was taking a long dang time. It's right behind me there on the couch over there. And it's cute because it's got like crisscrosses, and then it's got bobbles, and it's got crisscrosses, and it's got bubbles, and you know, it's nice. I like it. But it takes a long time to do. So it was taking me forever. Whereas I went ahead and started this other pattern that I found online, of course, where it's just basically all double crochets, and then you change color as you go. And this took me, like, I did this yesterday. Like, it didn't take me very long. So I'm thinking that's the way to go. All right, so I'm mounted up, and let's go and talk to Rosa Hornblower, our favorite hobbit around the tree here. So she is the Fall Festival barterer and quest giver. She's 2 in 1. So we're going to have a chat with her. A spirited harvest.
Hello there.
And this is the wrapper. So this is the one where she says, hey, go do 10 things that are related to the festival. And we're like, okay, lady, thanks. So we have, let's see, in the past, Bingo Boffin had 2 quests that kicked off chains of their own. And one of them was Frightful Tales to Curl the Hair on Your Toes. We finished that one. That was a storytelling thing. And then the second one is The Curse of Eerie Acres. And that took us into Westmead. And so we've followed that, and I'm pretty sure we've completed that as well. But those quests, as you do them, could count towards your 10 festival things per day. What's Baldo? Oh, I think he wants us to go do.
Could I take a moment of your
horse
time?
races. Well, sure, I'll pick that up just in case we head that way. Ooh, which reminds me, I don't know if we looked at these last time. In each of the 4 areas, so each of the 4 original races areas often have a component in the festival, whatever festival it is. So, so we're talking the Shire, usually somewhere like the Party Tree. You've got Ered Luin, which has the dwarves in the north, and then the elves in the south. And then you've got the Race of Man, so something around Bree, the Breeland Festival grounds, somewhere in that range. So this festival, what they've done is they've got 2 things that are always happening. Well, I should say one thing is always happening, and that's the dances. So you've got your dance leader, and he will teach you dances of Hobbit. Go to the Thorin's Hall, you'll learn dances of the dwarves, and so forth. Then in those same areas, they've added these, some sort of a random draw thing. So in this case, I'm going to bob for apples here at the Party Tree, and I got a medium apple. So I can talk to the games master that's standing right there, and I can barter with him, and I can give him this medium apple that I just got, and he'll give me 2 Fall Festival tokens. If you get the small apple, you get 1 token, medium gives you 2, and the large will give you 3. Now you can get through another person. You can get a this token, this scroll token, Hobbit mask token. I could get a token, and at that, along with festival tokens, I could trade that in and get a mask from this guy. So that's the 2 things he does. He'll take your pumpkins and he'll give you a mask. Now, if I wanted to get the token to get the mask, I would talk to this trickster over here, and he will have me go do tricks to 4 different people in the area. And this is the one where you like burp, or you throw a tantrum, or you do some emote in front of the person, and there'll be 4 of those in the area that you do. You got to do the right emote. And then you come back to this guy, and you can then choose, do you want the token for the mask, or do you just want some Fall Festival tokens? So those are the 3 things you'll find in each of those starter race areas. You'll find the dance person, you'll find the random draw thing, and you'll find the go do emotes at somebody so you can come back and get a token for a mask. So we can go do those real quick. Well, I'll go do the random draw thing. I'm not interested in the masks. Now, if you are interested, though, in doing that particular chain of things, if you go to Fibro Jedi's page, which is the second one listed there in the list of links that just popped up, he has, I think, screenshots and coordinates for each of the people that you need to do an emote at. So he's got a great resource there. Okay, so we've gotten to Thorin's Hall, and that's the, where the ale inn is, and then we go inside here where all these people are. So we've got the 3 here. Again, we've got our dance leader, who'll teach us the dances of the dwarves. So if we were to take it, we could choose emote dance dwarf or dance dwarf 2. Those are our options with this guy. The other one would be like dance man 2, dance elf 2, and then dance hobbit or dance hobbit 2. So those are under your emote. So if you look at your dances, you can do, there's a little search bar here. Oh, here, let me scooch this down. You can see which ones you don't have. I have them all with this character. I am a dance collector. Yes, it is. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, cool. Oh, let's see. And then let's say, okay, so real quick. There's the dance leader. There's your trickster person. So he would want you to go play troves and trickery on 4 different people within Thorin's Hall. And then here's your random thing. Try your luck and see what you find. Okay. So we look in the box of geodes, and we have found a pristine geode. That sounds good. That's the middle one. Okay, so we're going to turn that in, and he'll give us 2 Fall Festival tokens. Let's see, there was a cracked geode, a pristine geode, or a faultless geode. And then he's got the mask for up here. Okay, so those are a trio of folks there. Oh, which reminds me, before I get too far, is that I am raising money for Extra Life. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the numbers on my screen. They're teeny tiny. There we go. Let's see. So it's right above my head over here. And there's 2 sets of numbers going on. So the one on top is our group goal, because I'm on team, I went ahead and joined Team Standing Stone Games. And so the goal there is to raise $30,000 for Children's Hospital and the Children's Hospital Network, Miracle Network. And so far we have raised $19,897. That's amazing. So almost $20,000 has been raised already. And then my personal goal is $750, as you see there, and I have raised $355 so far. So thank you to everybody who has donated. In fact, I know we had a really generous anonymous donor last week during B4's stream, and I know I've had another person donate in between streams. So I'm going to do for you a Hobbit flip to say thank you. And we'll do another one to say thank you to our other donor. So, yay! So thank you very much. It's very appreciated. And I know that there's a lot of, yeah, kids need medical help, and the families don't always have the funds to pay for all of that. So the Children's Miracle Network has a way to help families out, and so they have a yearly fundraising to help out with that, and I'm happy to participate. Speaking of, I am also participating in that this coming Friday. So the stream team here, we're having a big stream throughout the day on Friday, starting at, I don't know, like my lunchtime, I think, and I'm in Europe, and going through like for 12 hours. So all the way through like evening time in the US. So feel free to come by. It'll be on this channel. So twitch.tv/Lotro stream. And there'll be giveaways in the chat the whole time. There'll be giveaways of all sorts of goodies. Oh, I forgot to push the capture. There we go. Yes, we're already at like a pre-launch party, and then because the Extra Life stream official day is Saturday, but we're doing ours on Friday. So yeah, so it's kind of like the pre-launch party. It says Epic Games TV. Thank you for that. That's nice. Yeah, so we'll be doing that. So definitely come by on Friday if you can. Just like around your lunch break if you're working, or in the evening when you're having dinner or whatever. Come by, win some goodies. Yeah, there'll be things that are mainly off of the loot list. So titles, cosmetic pets. Let's see what other stuff. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and put a link there. So that link is to the actual Extra Life page if you want to see who all is on the team, if you want to make a donation, you can do it at that page. You can see the roster, and you can pick who you want to donate to. You can donate to anybody for stuff on the loot list, though. Cordovan does not mind. You just let him know. So I've gone ahead and posted the link there also to the lotro.com, to the forums, and or I guess that's just on the page, on their website. You just look there and have all the information about what goodies you can choose based on your donation. So that's very nice. So Epic Games says, I still need to figure out my choices. Last year I didn't pick any, but this year I want to. Yes. There's a couple of things so what Cordovan does, if anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about. Cordovan is the, hi baby, is the SSG community manager. And so he works for Standing Stone Games. And every year he puts together like a list of things that you can pick from that you can then have in the game. And he calls it the community loot list. So when there are community events like this Extra Life stream, you can pick off of that list and get various goodies. So it has things like cosmetic pets, account-wide titles. Let's see, what else? What am I missing? Oh, and a couple of housing items. Oh, and then this year is a couple of cloaks. That's new. Let's see, what else was there? There was something else that was new. Let's see. Oh, corgi pets. I think the corgi pets are on, although they might have been last year. He might have added another one because they came out like 5 corgi pets all at the same time. It was kind of wacky. Because let me see, corgi. Oh yeah, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 corgi pets, and they came out with like 5 of them at once, and then added a couple others. So I think it might be the anniversary celebration corgi. Oh, also the sleeping pig housing item. That's also on the loot list. The best house in the neighborhood trophy is available. And I have gotten that, and I was kind of disappointed because the trophy itself is extremely underwhelming. So I'd expected it to be really cool. It was not as cool as I thought it would be. It was very small. Anyway, but yes, that is also on the loot list, so you can put that out in your yard because it's kind of a funny idea. So yeah, good stuff. Okay, so here we are with the elf guy. The Elf Games Master. I'm going to check the chest. Now these things that I'm looking at, they have a 1 hour cooldown. So you can like just roll yourself around every hour and go pick this, grab a new thing. It's a very slow way to get tokens, but you could absolutely do it. I got the middle one again. So this is the well-written scroll. I could have also gotten an unimpressive scroll or an elegant scroll. Very nice. Okay, so I've traded that away because I don't need it. And then let's go off to Bree. Oh, Epic Games says, okay, I guess I'll remove that from my pick now on sad face. Yeah, I mean, you could grab it just so you have it, and it's kind of funny, but it's like a little podium, like a little stand, and I don't know. I was underwhelmed. The whelmed was low. I tell you what, we'll go, and I think it's on this server. If it's on the server, we'll go grab it, and I can show you, and I'll put it in my yard. You can take a look. All right, here we are in Bree. We're going to do the pumpkin patch. I got a medium pumpkin. How funny. All 4 of these, it was the middle one.
Can I help you?
What are the odds of that? Could have been a small or a large. All right, so let me see if it's on this server. Oh, the sleeping cat is fantastic. Epic Games says that I'll switch for the sleeping cat. The sleeping cat is great. I'm a fan. Let's see. Okay, so let me go to my housing stuff. I think it's in my large carry-all. And let's see, what was it? Maybe... Yeah, okay, so I do have one in here. So let's pop over to my house. And oh, actually, we can go to any of my premium. How many premium houses do I have on this server? Well, I have a couple. Let's go to Stonegate Path. And I'll put the trophy there because it'll be funny. Because it's one of the fancier houses, so that's why I think it'd be funny. Okay. Oh, wait. Maybe this isn't one of the fancier houses. Maybe I'm thinking of a different house. Anyway. Okay. So let me open up this and let's see. Do I have anything on top? My enormous yard. I do not have anything currently in my enormous yard. Well, you know what's going to go there? This little trophy. All right. So there you go. So I guess it's like it's a little bigger than a Hobbit. So, okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was. But I just remembered I was underwhelmed. But it looks like a little house. Looks like a Bree house. And, oopsie. So, that's what it looks like if you are curious what it looks like. So let me see if I get a little further away from it. There you are. So that's the trophy. Yeah. Epic TV says, Epic Games says, yeah, I would have thought it was cooler. Right? I mean, if you're giving up a housing slot, to put in a trophy saying that your house is the best. You would think the housing trophy would be like pretty epic. Just saying. I think I have sleeping cats at my house though, so let's pop over there real quick. Other house. I have a few houses because housing is fun. Yes, Epic Games says it's the best house award. It should be awesome, right? It really should be. So that's why if you wanted to get it, I'm not going to advise you otherwise, but I do want to make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. Oh, you know what? I think the cats, I didn't put them here. I put them at the kin house. Well, I would love to face the target. I can't get out of my own house. Worthy of the title, right? Worthy of the title. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I just think I didn't want you to have the same experience I did, because I actually went ahead and got a couple of them because I thought it'd be funny to spread them around in the neighborhood and have every house in the neighborhood have the best housing in the neighborhood trophy, because there's some irony to that. But I'm like, it's not even worth putting out. It's just not that cool. Okay, so here we are. Let me give everything a minute to load as I come sliding into my house. So this is our kin house on Treebeard. The carpet's okay. I feel like I should change out the flooring at some point, but I don't know. Okay, here we go. Let me put the names back up. Let's see, is it just sleeping cat? Is that the one? Is that the option? Then that's going to be this guy right here. Because I have the sleeping gray cat, the sleeping brown cat, a sleeping gray cat, and sleeping cat. And then, isn't there another cat in the house? Hang on a second. Thought I had... Oh, the ginger cat on the cushion, the white shirt cat on the cushion. Those two don't move. They just sleep. Which, I mean, is fine. Like, they're a cat. What else would you want? I like the other cats, how they get up and move around. I think it's pretty cute. So let's see. Do I have any other cats down here? I got the Shire boots. The store boots, I mean. Store. Let's see. Yeah, just those two there. I thought I had another cat. Let me look down this hallway. Put the names back on. No, that's our adventure room. Maps and things. Alright, I guess either I've moved one or this is all of them. Okay, so anyway, so sleeping gray cat. So yeah, so that's probably why I have two of them, because I thought I didn't have one and then I got one. And I was like, oh, I have two. So there you go. So it's going to be these guys here. So like that guy right there. That's your sleeping gray cat. Hi. It's cute because they have like a limited number of animations. And so they all do them. But it's kind of cute because like they're not all synced up, of course. So they're stretching and walking and all of that at different times, and I like that. So like the sleeping gray cat just went back to sleep. The brown cat's walking around. The sleepy cat's gonna do his thing in a minute. But see how he laid down just like that one had, and now this one got up. So I love how they're kind of staggered, but it's the same emote, but you don't necessarily notice that. So anyway, so that's the sleeping gray cat, and it's pretty cute. Hi, look at that little face. Not as cute as our kitty's faces, though. But, you know, if you're going to have a digital cat, that's not bad. Alright, so there you go. So there's the sleeping gray cat, and, you know, I approve. If you ever have extra, like, the tokens, oh, I forgot to put my heads up back on. The, Figments of Splendor, and when the curator is around, the table, I'm pretty sure this is from the curator, you could get this tabletop minecart display, and it has like a little, there it is, little minecart that goes around, It goes squeak, 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 squeak. Do you have the pig in the blanket? I do, but not on this server, and they are super cute. I do recommend. Because they came out when before the server existed, so that'd be why. We have one raider from Task Pumpkin. Hello, raider from Task Pumpkin. Epic Games TV says, how did you get the minecart? I'm pretty sure I got that from the curator. Let me double check. We could go to Lalia's market and see who's there at the moment. Oh, so welcome, Raider. We are hanging out and doing, well, okay, we're doing festival, but we're kind of talking about housing stuff. Okay, so I always go to the fountain in Bree, with the boar fountain here. That's kind of in the center of Bree. And let's see, we've got, so you know how there's always one person here who does Figments of Splendor. And it's either going to be Filbert Fig or Rowan Raspberry. Oh, I guess she's usually sitting over here maybe. Or Myrtle Mint. So the three of them hang out right here. So let's look at his stuff.
Hello,
but
friend.
I don't think,
Can I help you with
housing
something?
decorations. He's got the potted palm. The Jerboa house. Do I not have that? Oh. I should get some more of those figments then. Fox and Fiddle signpost. Okay, so he doesn't have it. So there's the trio that changes, and so there's always one of them there. But then there's a fourth person, and she stands here, and that's the curator. And the curator comes around from time to time. She pops in, she's there for a week, maybe two, and then she's gone. She often comes during festivals, but not always. There's a schedule online. Oh, I was going to ask before I grab it for me, but he looks quite busy. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. Lotro schedule. I literally just go to the internet and type in Lotro schedule, because I don't have a shortcut made to it. Okay, but here's the Lotro schedule, and you can see on there like when the next time the curator is going to come, when's the next festival, all of those things. Let's see, I see the curator is due to come back in December 21st. Any other times before that? No. Okay, so it looks like we don't have a curator until December 21st. So that would be when you could get that minecart that we had. Somebody's trying to jump up on top of the boar, I think. Y'all are very silly. Alright, so let's go back to the hill though. Let's do a couple festival quests. You know, if you don't have enough figments, the time to work on that is now. Because the festival, you can earn Figments of Splendor through the festival. For example, when you finish one of the wrappers, it gives you like 400 Figments of Splendor. And finishing that wrapper finishes the other wrapper, which gives you 500 Figments of Splendor. So, you know, you want to keep at it if you can. And you can do this with like multiple characters. Every 3 days of festival, you get Figments of Splendor because it finishes those other wrappers. As long as you pick up the wrapper every day from Rosa Hornblower. So
Greetings,
that's a great way
traveler.
to get
Will you stay a
festival,
moment?
or sorry, to get Figments of Splendor is by doing festival. Because every time you finish one of those wrappers, you get Figments of Splendor. So I've been sometimes in a situation where I'm like, oh man, I really want to get, you know, such and such. And so I'll run multiple characters through at a time. You know, just every day come in, do like 5 characters. And then every 3rd day I've got like 900 figments coming in. I tell you, that can add up really fast. I've been able to zoom through some stuff. Hey ho, it is Dame Hypatia. Hello, how are you today? I think about you and my other crafty friends sometimes when I'm working on things. I told you I was working on getting rid of some acrylic yarn that I had bought for. I bought like the cheapest acrylic yarn, like €1 per skein or something. It was ridiculously cheap to make flowers to put on my bicycle, which I did, and I'm pretty happy with it. But I have a whole lot left over because I really overestimated what I would need. So that's a thing. So I'm like, how am I going to use this up? So I'm making blankets, and I'm going to leave them in a conference room at what's basically a nonprofit here in the Netherlands. So I'm working on that. So the blanket is here behind me on the couch, and it was taking me forever. Like, it took me a couple weeks to get that done, and you're seeing almost the entire thing. Like, it's folded once. It's really small. It's a lap blanket, but it could also be a baby blanket. Like, it's small. Maybe some would like it as a baby blanket. I guess that's true. So I am instead doing something else. So what'd you say? She says, Dame Hype, she says, depending on the color, you can make ornaments with it for outside decoration. That's true. That's true. Polyyarn is good for that. Yeah, no, that's a good point. I have thought about doing that because we have a tree out front, and it's like in between. So our front, like our front door is here, and like our house goes out this way, and then there's the road. So it's kind of like you come in and there's like this little alcove, and in this alcove is our front door. Well, I guess technically our front door is like this, and then like some walkway, and then like a planter and a tree, and then like a walk space and the neighbor's front door. So we share this kind of small, courtyard. I mean, calling it a courtyard is being generous. This little teeny space together. So there's like in the center, and it's dead center. So it's like 50-50, boom, right down the middle. And so like neither of us seems to care too strongly about what plants are out there, which is great. Because every so often something new will show up, and that's hilarious. Like I'll plant something in there, or she'll plant something in there. Like, and anyway, they have 4 kids. And so I have thought about decorating this tree because then everybody would see it, and I thought that would be kind of hilarious. So I thought of making like ghosts and bats and things like that. I do have red. So the next thing here, so the next holiday here is Sinterklaas, which would be in early December. I did at one time go like onto Ravelry or something, and I was looking for, patterns of Sinterklaas ornaments to knit or crochet. I can tell you there's not a lot out there. I don't really want to have to make something up on my own. I was kind of going for easy mode, you know what I mean? But I have thought about it. I have thought about making something to hang on the tree. I was thinking about that last year, and I just kind of forgot about that. So, yeah, I will ponder this idea. But I have been using up a bunch of it, actually. I found a different pattern, which it's all double crochets, and it's 2 strands held together. So it's going like super fast. Oh, hang on, I should actually attack this hobbit. I'm not a monster, I'm just a hobbit playing a trick. Alright, let me go run out and turn that in. Yeah, so it's actually kind of a cute idea because you're doing 2 strands held together. So every so often you swap out one of them for the next color you're going to do. So it's like, ta-da! It's like this. So far. So yeah, I just started at the bottom with working on the red, and then went ahead and transitioned into this kind of salmon color, and then transitioning to the blue. And the thing I'm doing also is I'm doing it with like the yarn that I have the most of to the yarn I have the least of. So the stripes are just gonna get decreasingly smaller and smaller, and I think that'll be fun. So that's what I've started on, and it's crazy because it's plasticky yarn. It's not like fantastic, but these 2 together, it makes it really squishy and soft. Like it actually feels soft. It's crazy. Like I can't explain it. And you're doing it in the back loop, so it's got some kind of like a little bit of texture to it, a little bit of visual interesting stuff going on. So that's kind of fun. So I'm having fun with that. And I think if that blanket gets so big that it's like, if I get to the point where I'm like, that's big enough, I'm done, then I'll just make another one with the rest of the scraps. So yeah, I've got like my footstool here is just covered in skeins laid out because I was trying to I spent some time, you know, weighing them and writing down, okay, how much does each one have? You know, I've got, okay, 95 grams of this, so I got 86 grams of this. And so just to kind of help keep me on track.
Stay and have some tea.
It works out. It's working out. It's working out just fine, though. And I've got my handy dandy scale nearby, so I'm like, okay, so I want to do a third of this, and, you know, I'm kind of figuring out because you'll be transitioning the yarn, so I'm like, well, when you're doing the 2 strands held together, it goes through the yarn faster than when you're doing the transition where it's one of one and one of the other. But I'll still break it into like half and half maybe. So I'm doing like, you know, 1/4 in the transition, and then half of it when it's its own color, and then the last quarter in the last transition. Oh, I want to go ahead and use when I do this one, because it's the furthest in and you have to go through so many rooms to get out, I often use this get out of jail free button, exit the haunted burrow. Allows you to quickly return to the entrance of the haunted burrow. Whenever you're in the haunted burrow, that button comes up. It does have a 30-minute cooldown though, so you have to use it judiciously. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do wailing.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Yeah, I'm kind of at the point, it's really interesting because the only time I feel, I don't know if justified is the right word, but kind of, in making big things like a blanket is when I have super cheap yarn that I'm trying to use up and get rid of. But if I have like nicer yarn that I've bought, I'm like, oh, I have to do something with that, like a sweater or a scarf or, you know, something that I'm gonna wear, as opposed to something that the cats might, like, you know, walk on. So it is interesting that it's like there's a part of me that just wants to keep buying cheap yarn, so I keep making blankets, because sometimes I'm just in the mood for making a blanket. I think I like how fast this one is making.
How do you do?
That's kind of fun. All right, let's see. Let's do Hold Fast.
Stay and have some tea.
Because he has virtue experience, and I like that one. This is the one where you need to go and find all of his valuables, so you gotta like touch yucky stuff. But it's not too bad because if you know where everything is. So on this main burrow thing, there's a whole bunch of these jars of crawlies, and the one just as you're going into the attic is the right one. And then in the attic are bone piles, and the correct bone pile is this one right here. So we kind of skirt off to the right a little bit, and then we go back to the left to get out the door. And then you just follow the same route that you follow for everything else practically. So here's the cobweb wing. And oh yeah, the cobweb is actually behind that spider that just attacked me. So I usually stand on the table because it's easier to get to it from here. And then the spider's going to attack me again. And then we run out. And this one, the barrel is on the other side of this wall. But again, I can stand on the table and reach it. I guess I can stand on the chair and reach it too. Like anywhere in this area you can reach it. Alright, so then we'll run out of here. Hi, baby. There's a kitty cat nearby. What you doing, babe? You want to come lay down? She's looking at me like, what? Who are you? Oh, you're a little wet. Is it raining outside again? These cats are so funny. They love going in and out. We have a cat door. Leads out to the backyard where they have a contained area that they can go in and out to. And they just keep running in and out even when it's raining. Because they're so funny. They're very silly. Okay, here we have disgusting puddles in the basement, and it's the one in the back here just before you make that sharp turn. Make a sharp U-turn. Okay, so we'll grab that one. Yes, there we go. And finish our serpentine to get out of here. And that's it. So we have all the valuables. Now we take it back to the Burrows guy. Do you know, let's see, how many is this? This is number 6.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Do you know what? We're going to go, oh, hey, we should do trick-or-treating in the neighborhood. Let's do that real quick. So let me take me back to the neighborhood. I forgot about that when we were there. Because I wanted to show you the trick-or-treating in the neighborhood if you haven't seen that before. Because it's kind of off the beaten path, so not everybody goes and does it, you know? So I thought I'd go take a look. Okay, so first thing we want to do is make sure we have the quest. And I could have picked it up from the quest giver by the party tree, but like, let's say I'm not at the party tree. She is here in the neighborhood, so super handy. I can pick up the quest from her here in the neighborhood. Now, if you want to go trick-or-treating on Treebeard, and you want to do it super easy, the place to do it is right here in Sandy's house, because all of them are right here. Another reason I wanted to do this is I want to show you something. So there are some deeds associated with the trick-or-treating. So if you go to your deed log and you go to Class Race Epic and you go to the second one, which is Race and Social, I'll look at my completed. It is, what's it called? Hang on a second. You know what? I'm going to do this the easier way real quick. Let me pull up the deed tracker. Class Race Epic, Race and Social, and because he's got them grouped by, yeah, emotes, food, and then the events. And so I can just scroll down to Harvest Festival and Treats or Trickery. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Treats or Trickery. That's the keyword. Scroll down to T. Okay. So the Treats or Trickery deed, there's like a trio of them. Actually, it looks like there's 4 or 5. Okay, so we have Treats or Trickery, bottom of the barrel. That's the biggest one. Oh, wow. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of them. Okay. So let's see. Treats or Trickery, second helpings. First harvest is, I think, just do it once, the trick-or-treating quest. And then Treats or Trickery, just a taste, which is try one of each of the 8 different types. So you do that and you get the title Sweet of Tooth, which is very cute. Oh, sorry. You do the first one, it's called, you get a title called The Sampler. Second one is Sweet of Tooth. And then the third one is once you consume 20, just any 20. So if you've done one of each, that would be 8. For example. So any 20 and you get the deed second helpings. You complete that one and that will get you a title Well Treated. Then there's another trio and let's see. Oh, First Harvest was that one, which is complete Treats or Trickery. There's Sevenfold Foray. Okay. That's where you do a week's worth of Treats or Trickery, which is to say 7 different times you do the Treats or Trickery quest, which is the one that I just picked up, where you do 6 of them, where you eat 6 of the, where you pick up 6 of the different treats. There's a reason why I said it like that. Okay, so then First Harvest, so then we have Clearing the Table, which is eat 20 of each of the different kinds. So eat 20 apple goblins, eat 20 honey bears, eat 20 of the marshmallows, and so forth. Once you finish that, you get a title All Tricked Out. And then the other hard one to do is Bottom of the Barrel, which is complete the daily trick or treat quest. I mean, you can only pick it up once a day. Complete that 20 times. So that means 20 different days you have to come back and do it. Now, once you have completed all of these quests, which I have done, it won't let you pick up the treats anymore, but you can still do the trick-or-treating quest. So, let me put my costume on. You'll never recognize me. Who's that wizard? I have never seen him here before. Okay, so we've got a treat mat, so I'm going to click on it. And it says that I'm collecting it. And then it says, you cannot take that. Which is true. I cannot, because it won't, once you've gotten to the point where you cannot consume the treats anymore, it won't let you take the treats anymore. But I can still do the trick-or-treating, as it were. Here, and do it again. So I'm collecting one of these. I got to the end, it says you cannot take that. But now I've collected treats in costume 2 out of 6 times. So it still counts. So just be prepared that if you are in that situation, that's why it says you cannot take that. Because you have already completed the deeds, and therefore you are ineligible to take these anymore. But it's okay because I still was able to do the trick-or-treating exercise. Okay, so now I could go back to her here, or I could go back to the party tree and turn it into other. Actually, you know what? I'll just do it right here because she's real close to here. Me, let me do my funny Gandalf jump. All right, so begonia grub. I did it. So, all right, so I finished that. I'm going to take the costume off, and that finishes. That puts me at 7 out of 10 for the quest that I needed for the day. So pretty easy. Oh, my tea's already getting cold. I've been busy. I've been distracted. Now we could go do horse races, but I was thinking we'd go to Westmead, and I'll show you the 4 quests that I like to do in Westmead, and especially when it's kind of quiet like it is right now. I noticed there weren't a ton of people at the festival, which is totally fine. So let's walk down to this pony to Westmead over here. And this is the only way to get to Westmead is to use the pony. There's no travel skill. You can't pick up a travel skill. You can't buy a tome. There's none of that business. I think that's the only way you can get here is through that pony. And then the funny thing is to leave, there's a couple of options, but one of them is to click the pony and it takes you right back. Okay, so we're here, and I talked to Hallinard Bunce. And he has 2 quests. So we're going to pick up those 2 from him. One of them which is to hit the gourds, and one of them which is to try his ale, which then has the follow-on effect of getting rid of the effects of the ale. So we have that. So scaring yourself will do it. So like, I'm scared of the bat. Oh my gosh, what vile illusion is this? Sudden terror grips you and you feel more alert. And we're going to pick up the Wayward Shadows from Iris, and Wallerit gives us a frightful lack of spirit. Now I can run by the spider here. That gives me another one of the wakey wakies to shuffle off these effects. Here's a stomp shrew. What have many careless boots wrought? Sudden terror grips you and you feel more alert. Now I don't often come this way though. And there's a blackberry pie there that you can eat, and it heightens your senses and your sentences perhaps, and you feel more alert. I usually kind of go the other way, and here, I'll show you. So we have over here a steaming stein. You're like, hey, maybe that's some coffee. We drink that. So we're gonna drink some steaming stein of coffee. You were not entirely certain if that was coffee, but you feel a bit better. And then we also have to scare hobbits to wakey them into getting into the holiday spirit. All right, we're gonna hit a gourd. We're gonna say boo to a spiritless hobbit. Misery me, you gave me quite a shock. And a gourd there. Now every once in a while, so this is where the maze comes out, like we're on the front of the maze, and then on the other end of it is the back of the maze. And every once in a while down these corridors that are along the side of the maze, the black cats hang out. So sometimes you can get lucky, because if you're looking for 4 black cats, you'll find like 6 of them just dotted around there. Not this day though. That's okay. Oh, you spooked me, she says. Let's see, there's a bat. We've already done the bat. And the shrew, we've already done a shrew. We can scare this hobbit. Whoa! Here's another hobbit. Whoa, gracious, gracious me. Here's a Hobbit. Haha, so here we have a nice trio. So we have the Hobbit that we're going to surprise. And she says, perhaps Wismead is spookier than I thought. We have the Ghost of the Ghost, which is one of my favorites. It's the Ghost of Old Took, but he's like the ghost of Old Took. Unfortunately, he goes away as soon as you go over to him, but I think it's too cute. But then we have a black cat here. So the black cats have like spawn points, and it's always the same, but they don't always appear there. But this one appears here, it seems like all the time. Like the cats down the hallway don't appear all the time, but like there's one that's here in the brambles, and then if you come out of the brambles, and we were just at that, if you look behind us, we were at the little mini cemetery there, and then we came over towards the brambles there. If we went straight ahead, there's another black cat here and a spiritless hobbit, but I guess we've done well. But if I go into the water, the water is another one of the things that will help you get rid of the effects of the Fog Noggin Ale. So that cat might reappear there. It might reappear there, which it did. It'll probably reappear there again. So just knowing where the cats are can be really handy, because other people might be around also looking for them, and you can just be like, okay, they're going for that one, I'll go for a different one. There is also a cat, there's a path back in here, and there's often a cat in this back in there. You can see it on your mini radar. The little circle will come up. But are you having a good time? I certainly am. And then there's also a cat. There's another big tree. There's a big tree right back here. There you go. And there's often a cat tucked back there also. It seems like they appear in those behind the tree spots a little more often when there's more people, when everybody's competing for them. So that's kind of makes sense that they, scatter around a little bit. So if you're looking for cats and you're having a hard time, that's where you can, those are a couple places you can go check. All right, let's get this one, and I think that's it. So, Iris, we have some cats for you.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Walric, we scared people, and they're very excited about it. Because maybe hobbits are weird, I don't know. And Halinard, we
Good day.
had your beer, thanks a bunch for that, and
Oh, good day.
we had some gourds. Well, we smacked some gourds. So, that is done. We'll talk to Rosa. We have our 10 quests completed, which then completed another one, the Bountiful Harvest Intermediate. So we'll turn that into her as well. So now I should have, let's see, why is this one not completed? Oh, completed Bountiful Harvest Advanced. Okay. So yeah, so we have that one, and to the horse races, but that doesn't really count. And a waste of webs. Oh, this one's funny. I just pick it up sometimes just to get it out of the way. Okay. Ta-da! We did 10 things. It's only an hour in. You know what that means? We could do it all over again. On another character. Okay, so hang on. We'll go ahead and switch servers. So, Ludovikov says hello. Well, hello to you. Welcome to the stream. You're just in time to watch me change to another character. But hey, just a reminder to everybody to come back on Friday when we'll have the huge long Lotro team stream for Extra Life. We're going to do that on Friday instead of Saturday. And there'll be all sorts of giveaways. Oh yeah, I was saying stuff off of the community loot list, but there'll also be giveaways of Lotro points. So that's always nice. I love those Lotro points. I always find a use for them, that's for sure. Let me see if I can get this to swap. Well, it's about to. Okay, as soon as it cleans up the connection there, it'll show up on the screen. So give it here just a moment. Just too bad you're not getting to see this intro screen, which is really pretty. The it's the Corsairs of Umbar is the new expansion that's coming out, I think November or December. It's level. Why is this not showing up yet? What do I need to do to make it do that? Hang on a second. Oh, I know what I probably can do. Can I make that go away? There we go. Okay, so we're closing the other one. There, now you can see it. Sadly, we've already missed the Umbar. Sorry about that. Yeah, the new expansion's coming out like November or December, and it's level, I think, 140 to 150 stuff, and it's taking us out into Umbar after the War of the Ring. So there's a lot of kind of tidying and rebuilding and some interesting interactions to be had out there. So, yeah. Okay, so I am now on, let me change my server information, because I did switch. We are not on Treebeard right now. We are on Laurelin. Okie dokie, thank you. I have the information underneath right now. Usually I have it up in the top corner, but with the Extra Life banner there, it kind of takes up all that space. Let's see. Neek says, I heard that the best race for the Mariners is the dwarfs because of their coursed hair. Corsair, coursed hair. I like it. So amusingly, we have the same outfit on because I managed to. What I did is I just went ahead and figured out what a good outfit, and then I kind of copied it and put it over on my character on the other one. Yes, puns are always welcome here. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So I did put together though another costume. Check this one out. It's kind of like a Green Man idea. I thought this was kind of a cool costume. So I might run around in that for a few minutes because we did the other one on the other server, yeah? All right, but we're going to kind of do the reverse since we're already here in Westmead. So let's pick up these two things from Halinard. Oops, that's a character thing. And we're going to drink his ale because that's what one does. Might be a few more people on here because we were on Treebeard before, which is a legendary server, and because it's a newer server and it's VIP, so not as many people are subscribers necessarily than the general population.
Hello there.
So,
So
I just pick up both the requests. And so it's a smaller server, it's a quieter server, which is kind of nice sometimes when you're like when we were collecting cats a minute ago, like I had no competition. That was lovely. Look, the Stomp Shrew is up on top of the thing. That's funny. We'll go ahead and grab this pie. Why not? You're seeing double, you wonder if you donated twice? It's that fog noggin ale, man. Lets you do crazy things. Now, if you do end up donating to Extra Life, make sure you, let me put that back up again. Actually, we'll do rewards, because that's the good stuff, right? Make sure that you tell Cord what you want. And if you do end up donating, like, now, and then again during the stream on Friday, you know, that kind of thing, or if you like, what we end up doing is I get so excited, and I end up donating during the stream, and then later on I was like, oh, I really want to donate to this person too, because like they're doing this, they're doing that, and so I get kind of excited. So just collect it all, just like figure out your total. The ghost is still there. Yay, the ghost of the ghost makes me so happy. Hang on, let me find my little pet goat, a ghost. Is it this? Oh, hey, I heard the giggle. There's like a little giggle that comes in. All right, so hang on. Let me do a Hobbit flip for you to say thank you. And Epic Games, thank you. He says, I picked you as my team member to donate to. Thank you very much. That is very kind of you. So, okay, sure. Let's do a little Hobbit flip for you. Oh, let me get that. Well, I can't do that. Okay, hang on. Flip. Boom, boom. There we go. Whee! Ta-da! It cracks me up. I love it. I love the Hobbit flip. I was so disappointed when the River Hobbits don't have that, because it's the best. Who doesn't love that Hobbit flip, right? We'll do one more. Well, if that is you that is anonymous, thank you. And if it's not you that's anonymous, thank you to anonymous. So I just think it's so cool. This is such a great community because, I mean, of course you don't have to donate, right? Like, you know, costs of things are going up, and I know everybody really can use, you know, sometimes pennies are spread thin with between food and heating and everything else going on. So I just think it's really neat that the Lotro community still comes together and, you know, digs into their pockets and finds a way to help donate to children's hospitals. And I think that's fantastic. So I live in Europe, and you may have heard many of the countries here in Europe have a different approach to healthcare and healthcare costs and things like that than the way things are done in America. So we are lucky that I don't expect that if I were to ever fall ill with a serious illness that it would bankrupt me. I really don't think that that's how things would happen here, and I'm really grateful for that. But I know that is absolutely not the case in the US, and I know a lot of families can find themselves in some really hard times if a kid gets sick, you know, because now it's not just like, I just can't imagine, like, just thinking about like when my kids were little, and like when they were sick, it was just heartbreaking, right? Because you just want to fix everything for them and you don't want them to feel bad. And then just trying to imagine having to do that, but then also like your kid's at the hospital and now you need to be at the hospital, and now what about your job, and how do you do that at the same time, and what about your other kids and getting everybody to school, and like just everything, just how much that would just compound. So I am really glad that children's hospitals, the Children's Miracle Hospital Network, has the ability to help families out in what would be just a very emotionally trying time, I would think. So thank you to all of you out there who are pitching in, and to those of you who are just even around and are like, hey, there's this thing, maybe you could go and donate, or maybe you should check it out, or whatever. Because even if you can't donate, just spreading the word also helps. Everything helps. There are many ways in which a community helps each other out.
A lovely day.
All right, so we did those 4 quests. So now we're going to zip our way back over to the party tree. Yeah, Epic Games. I'm not anonymous. That was someone else. Well, thank you, someone else anonymous. I appreciate it. That is very awesome. Okay, we got some good lighting here. It was kind of dark over in Westmead. I don't know if you could see. Oh, you know what? This outfit looks so good in the light. Look at that. Oops, let me zoom back. Check that out. That looks really good. This is the new like Hobbit. Let me close that out. There we go. No, it's not. Don't listen to me. This is a hodgepodge of various different things. This is the new mask. Remember earlier I said I'm not into masks? There are exceptions. This is the one of them. This mask is available at the Harvest Festival now. This is one of the new items. The outfit that I'm wearing is, oh, I forgot the name of it. Okay, hold on. Character. Let me pull up my character. The outfit is the gala-worthy tunic and jacket, with the gala-worthy trousers and boots. And I am also wearing the gala-worthy gloves. So the costume pieces, the bigger pieces, are all one thing, but I dyed the top part like a brown or a rust, or what did I do that? Hang on, let me see what I see. Oh, it doesn't show me there. I wish I did. You know what I mean? I wish I could look at my character, my cosmetically equipped character, and it would tell me what color I had dyed something. But we can look here and see what color dyes I have on things, and that will narrow it down by quite a lot. So the gala-worthy tunic and jacket, I have it in olive or rust. So this is rust. So I did that in rust, and then I don't think I did the trousers. Let's take a look. Well, they might be in olive. I may have done those in olive. And then the gloves, did I do the gloves? They might be in olive also. Going for the darker greens. And then the cloak is the Golden Tree Summer Cloak, actually. And I dyed that olive. So here, let me just turn my character around so you get a better look, because there we go. So I dyed that also, because I thought that'd be cool. He's like, you know, my idea was that my character's the green man representing trees, you know. I am the Lorax. And so I went definitely for some browns and greens. I thought that'd be fun. So, yeah. Anyway, just wanted to show off my outfit, because, you know, that's what I do. Oh, while I was here, and in the good light, this is the good light. We'll do another flip just to say thank you, because you people are awesome. Seriously, thank you guys. Thank you all. Ooh, that's a nice outfit. That's a very rogue look. I like it. Okay, so let's where are we going to? Oh, we're gonna do the stuff here at the haunted burrow. Spooky burrow. Thankfully, it's not too terribly spooky and scary, right? I am not a hauntings, scary movie enjoying person. So, yeah. I'm grateful that we have this festival, which has some like Halloween aspects to it. You know, it has like stuff that's trying to scare you, like, you know, this guy, the heads on the walls, and the, excuse me, oh my gosh, where did that come from? And the spiders hanging from things, and like all these various things, like, you know, all the cobwebs. But I appreciate it that I appreciate that it's a bit less scary than it could be. Oh, hey, you can get, I believe it's this table with the candles and the cauldron and the raven. I think it's that table. As a housing item during this festival. I'm not sure. Maybe it doesn't have the raven on it. Well, I don't know. Maybe it does. Because I think it's that table. You can see it. Once you see it, you start seeing it all over the place. And there it is again. There. Oh yeah, there's that again. Anyway, it's one of these tables that you can get as a housing item during this festival, and I like it. Have I gotten the chest yet today? I have not. You know how you can tell, because you have a underneath your name that you'll have an effect. So I have the effect now. So it says secret treasure chest. You have used the secret treasure chest recently. Duration 1 day. And the countdown is to 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 49 seconds. So I may have to wait a while. I think the stream will be over by the next time I can check that chest. Just FYI. Yay. Sometimes when I'm coming out of the basement, I don't know if you've noticed, there's 2 doors when you're coming out of the basement. And the first one just takes you back to the beginning of the basement. Kind of annoying. Because the basement's that long serpentine one that you kind of have to make a big backwards S. Maybe it's not backwards S. A regular S, yeah. But from the bottom towards the top. And so the first door does that. Takes you back to the beginning. And the second door is the one you want if you want to get out. But sometimes if somebody's like right behind me and they're like doing some of the same stuff I'm doing, I do a little Hobbit trick. And I open up the first door, and then I open up the second door and go out that one. Because if you hit the door, you end up going out the door. And, you know, some people might be like, no, no. And they, you know, bonk into it and they go out. And they have to go through the thing all over again. It's a funny trick. It's a very Hobbit-y trick, isn't it? Because I assume when people are running through here, they probably know where they're going, right? If somebody's walking slowly and taking their time, they might be still figuring it out. Although by this point in the festival, most folks who are running through there have kind of have the pathing down. All right, so we did that one. And let's do this one.
Could I take a moment of your time?
So now we'll do the other one. So I do the In-League and the Ale Association quests. They each have one here at the Haunted Burrow. And so I go ahead and I do those because they count towards the 10 quests that I'm trying to do in a day. So that's neat. Okay, so now we've had a sip of the wine, and now we'll run back out. I'm so bummed that I go to Green Dragon Friday every Friday. Well, not every Friday, but most Fridays. I do miss a couple.
How do you do?
Here on Laurelin, which is a fun Hobbit role-playing event. And this past Friday, it was, instead of Green Dragon Friday, it was like Scary Dragon Friday. And the idea was everybody would come in costume, and it would be kind of themed, you know. And unfortunately, our internet went out. Like, our router died, and some others. Anyway, they needed to come out and deal with it. And it was, unfortunately, not until Monday that they could do it. So we were without for the whole weekend and the last part of the week, which meant I did not make it to Green Dragon Friday. I did try tethering off of my phone. Now, we were out on Friday, and so by the time I got home, it was kind of late. And I think I'd missed the beginning of it anyway, but I was trying to tether, and it was just,
Hello there.
I don't know, it was being really a butt. So
Stay and have some tea.
just too bad, because I made 2 costumes for the event. Although, I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to do that. Maybe show up in one and then change into the other, or probably just show up in one and be in that the whole time. I don't know. But this was the costume I was planning to wear at Green Dragon Friday, so my little green man outfit. What am I looking for? Oh, the roaring. Right. Grrr. Rawr. Ha ha, I'll get you. I'm only a hobbit, don't hurt me. Oh, I'm gonna have another drink. Oh, so I'm kind of just zooming through here because we've been doing this together for the last couple weeks.
Hello there.
So if you have any questions about what I'm, you know, the pathing. Hey, hang on a second. There's a mosquito. There, I'm a bit anti-mosquito. I didn't get it. All right, let's go ahead and grab this quest though. Anyway, if you have any questions about like how to find something in the Haunted Burrow, or where to go, or hey, what was that thing you just did, or any of that, feel free to, you know, pop into the chat and ask. I'm happy to show you. Showing is easier than explaining sometimes, so happy to do that. Alright, so I'm gonna do that one. And, you know, I'm just gonna take my trip out of here because I'm... Oh, wait. Okay, good. That takes me to the hill. One of my characters... Oh, it's over on Crick Hollow. I have a hunter. That's my main character. And her... I have the skill where I can go to the campsite fire. So you can bind that campsite fire skill to a fire. And I have. And it's bound not to the hill, but to, like...
How do you do?
Angmar. So it was a bit of a surprise for me when one day I was like, oh, I'm in Angmar. I did not mean to be here. Yeah, let's do a trick-or-treatery on this guy. Nice. Oh, right, I was gonna find my pet. Yeah, it didn't work. Maybe I should check my settings. Let's see. Is it emote? I think it's something like forced emotes or something like that. There we go. Oh, wait. It was on. Enable involuntary emotes. Yes. I don't know. Because I had turned off this. There we go. Before, because what was I doing? I was doing something, and I didn't want people coming over and like using the abilities on me, and so I turned it off. But I'm okay having it back on. That is such a cool outfit. I love that outfit. I think I have that on my Mariner also. So I think it's a starting Mariner outfit. That's a good one. Oh, let's see. What haven't we done? What do we want to do here? Oh, we just need one more. Let's do Holdfast.
Can I take a moment of your time?
All right. So let's go in here. And we're connecting his yucky stuff. Well, his stuff from the yucky places. So again, it's this first jar of crawlies. And then we go into the attic. And it's this pile of bones. And we'll come back out of the attic. And now we're going to zip over here. And it's going to be the cobweb that we can get to through this wall. So that's convenient. Zoom. I got hit twice there. That was annoying. Okay. And then remember the barrel is on the other side of this wall, so we can touch it through here, thank goodness. Because going around that wall takes forever. And then we're in the basement. We've already checked the boxes. Oh, I need a disgusting puddle. Not that way. It's this one. That you have to walk through a zone. Yeah, it's so annoying. There's this zone here that, you know, it's like a slowing zone, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's no, I have not figured out any way to disable or something, because, so sometimes when you have like back-to-back things like that, you've got an effect on you. I don't know, B4 has found this before. Where if you have one effect on you, another one won't, they don't stack. Like it'll be like, oh, you're already under an effect, I won't hit you. You know, that kind of thing. You're immune. And so he'll like hit one thing instead of hitting something else, because that's not anywhere near as annoying as that one. Dude, this guy has no wheels. Hold on. Oh, it's in the ground. I mean, that's a kind of little Halloween scary thing on its own. Because look, from this angle, it looks like it's just hovering, doesn't it? That's wild. Oh, I keep trying to pull out my pet, and I keep forgetting. Let's find this pet that I want. Oh, it's right here on my sidebar. There it is. My little silver chipmunk, ghost of old Took. Okay, so we did 10. Then we zoomed through there, didn't we? We did that in like 20 minutes. That went really fast. So we're gonna get the spirited house, turn that in, and we got a little ways to go. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that circle of picking these things up. And while we're doing that, well, just trying to think of what's going to easy, because if we go pop up to scary, we can get that other thing out of the way where we pick up the spiderlings, and then in the future, like tomorrow when I run the festival again, I can turn that in, and that makes it go, that's just one more quest out of the way, you know, which is kind of nice. But first we're going to catch all these things. Alright, grab that. Oh, did I forget to turn in the apple? I did, didn't I? Oh well.
Hello, friend.
Ooh, I got a large pumpkin. That's 3 tokens. That's nice. Alright, let's pop up to Thorin's Hall. And so then after my stream, before we'll be on with his stream about plugins called Plugging Along, and that will be after me, although I am zooming through the content today. Alright, so let me grab this. A geode.
At your
Got the
service
middle
and your families.
one. Cool. Anyway, so depending on if he's ready, I might just finish early once we're done here and let him get on to the coding that he's working on, because he's working on Festival Buddy, I believe, which is, you know, relevant to the time as we are in right now. And we'll run down the hill. Running down this hill to the scroll chest. Okay, and what do we get? Yeah, we got the middle one. Cool. All right, so that's all 4 of them, right? We did Bree, we did dwarves, we did elves, we did hobbits. We were gonna go to Scary. I wonder. Let's go to Mickle Delving, because the stable master there might have Brockenborings, which is pretty close to Scary. That might be handy. So we can pop over there. The other reason why I kind of like doing this one from time to time is hobbits have a spider issue. Not sure how else to put it. Hang on. They have a racial enmity. Okay, so we're in the Shire, which is under T for the. And I want to go to Brockenborings, and it's swift travel. Even better. Because I was thinking about just riding overland from the party tree, but it does take a little longer, you know what I mean? So we'll get here into Brockenborings. Thank you. You know, another handy thing is if you are doing in-league and Ale Association, there is... Where's she at? Oh yeah, there she is, Foxglove. I don't think I have any of the drinks with me though, so we'll just keep going. But anyway, she's right there. If you know, so you could turn in, at least you can turn in the in-league, because you can pick up the quest from her when you show up in front of her, and she'll be like, hey, I would love to have this drink. And you're like, you know, she's like, you have an hour to go find it. You're like, you mean this drink? She's like, thank you very much for this drink. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, hobbits have a racial, let's see, let's pull it up. So class, race, epic, would be racial. Oh, I've still got to work on the consumables. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, enmity of the spiders, and I'm still working on number 3, and it'll give me 15 Lotro points when I finish that, and I have gotten 34 out of 250 spiders. Now I could just stay here and go round and around and around and around, but oh, that's the one where I could get Hobbit Resilience, which adds +2 hope to the fellowship, which is nice if you, I mean, if you don't have somebody doing already hope tokens. When Before and I run around together, his character always has hope tokens that he's made, so he just does those for our group. But when I'm not running around with him, which is only once in a while, but occasionally, it's kind of handy to have somebody like who can just do the hope, and so the Hobbit Resilience is nice. Anyway, so there's the little spiderlings around here. You can pick them up, and you need 12 of them, and they have little rings over their heads. But also, then I can be as, like, you know, I can shoot spiders while I'm here too. So it's a convenient little twofer. Alright, we'll get the spiderling. We'll shoot the biter. Get the spiderling. Shoot the biter. It's kind of a routine here. Oh, no spiderling. Just shoot the biter. They are on my map as it turns out. I guess I could be looking at the map. Or you just go around and shoot everything. Because who wouldn't do that? There we go. There's 2 spiderlings up here. I'll just grab them. There's another one. I'm resisting the urge to engage in conversation in the world chat. Somebody says, cities are noisy. That's the consequence of convenience. I'm like, well, technically cities aren't noisy. Cars are noisy. I mean, I go to the city all the time, and it's not noisy. Where I live. I mean, it's a city of 150,000 people nearby. I'd still call that a city, and the density is pretty high. All right, we're making progress on my 250. How many more spiders do I need to pick up? One more. Oh, he ran away. Well, let me shoot these other spiders instead. That's 2 more. All right, I have picked up all of the spiderlings in Scary that I need. I needed 12 and I've got 12. So tomorrow when I run festival with this character, assuming the festival's still going tomorrow, you know what I didn't do is I did not check when the festival goes through. I got totally thrown off when our internet went out. I was like, well, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'll get there when I get there. Let's see. It goes through the 2nd. Oh, good. The 2nd of November. So I've got Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, I have Wednesday. I have tomorrow because it goes off at 3 a.m. That's a bummer. Okay. So tomorrow, when I'm doing the festival with this character, I will turn those spiders. I'll go back to Irish Tunneling and she'll be like, okay, go spread them out. You know what? Let's just go do this right now. We'll just go do it right now. I'll just show it to you because I can always do plenty of quests, as you saw. That's one of the nice things about this festival is there are definitely more than 10 things you can do to do your daily. So that's nice. Yeah, thanks, Egg Arthur. Egg Arthur says, tomorrow is the last full day. Losing a handful of days there was a bummer, but on the other hand, I think I have most of what I want from the festival. So I'll just need to take some time tomorrow, maybe, to kind of look at the vendor and look at my spreadsheet and, you know, see where I'm at. Okay, so Iris, you come back to her and you're like, hey, I have a jar full of spiders. She's like, that's lovely, thanks.
Hello there.
She's like, great. Take the jar of spiders and shake some of them out onto the web bushes around Westmead. Preferably the bushes furthest away from me. And she says, if we're lucky, no one will even have noticed that the spiders were missing. So now you'll see there's like a bush over here that's lit up. There's a bush over here that's lit up. See how it's kind of glowing now and it wasn't before. You see that? So you go to a curiously empty webbing. It is a bush wreathed in the webs of questionable origin. And we deliver spiderlings into curiously empty webs in Westmead. So we're just going around to these bushes and plopping those spiders on them. I learned something new this week. Cranberries. I did not know about how cranberries are done. Like, because you see people with cranberries in like a big pool of water, and I didn't, like, I'm not a cranberry farmer. I don't know anything about this. Apparently you grow cranberries like normal, like, I guess, bushes on the ground or whatever. But then when you want to harvest the cranberries, you flood the area. And so that's why you see these big bogs full of water with the cranberries floating on the top. Because the good cranberries will float to the top. And then you get like a big thing and you whoosh and you collect all the cranberries. Like, that's cool. And then there was a story about someplace that instead of using a bunch of pesticides on the cranberry trees, bushes, whatever, vines, it turns out spiders will eat the things that are bad for the cranberries. So you just get a bunch of the spiders, like wolf spiders, and you just have them out there. Maybe not wolf spiders. Spiders that look scary, but they're not aggressive to humans. So yeah, but apparently when you flood the area, spiders are not particularly keen on swimming. So if something comes along that they don't have to be swimming, they will climb on to it. So apparently it's a thing that the people who are out there, you know, gathering up the cranberries, like the guy who runs the thing was like, when he's hiring, he's like, "Are you afraid of spiders?" And he says that occasionally somebody will lie. And he's like, "What, do you think I was just asking for my health here?" There's a reason for this question. So I think it's kind of funny. Oh, somebody threw a thing on me. Oh, that's funny. Hey, do I have any more? I bet I do, right? That's fun. Okay, so then we come back to Iris and we're like, hey,
Hello
we
there.
put them on the webs, and she says, for my sake, I think those will do for now. If they wander off again, I'll make sure we find a way to replace them. All right, and so that's that little side quest. I generally don't do it often because, like, you gotta go all the way to Scary, which seems like a pain. I mean, it's not that bad, but it seems like kind of annoying. So, anyway.
Help you find something, friend?
Neither here nor there. Okay, so I might wrap it up here soon, aside from just looking at, do I want to buy anything else? There's definitely some pet tomes that I don't have on this character. So I could work on that. Oh, I should get the tome of the badger. Everybody needs a badger. Let me get a badger. The spooky jackdaw is the crow-like guy, right? Okay, I'll go ahead and get that. And Harbinger of Sage of Storm. Because I've been collecting tokens, and so it's probably a good idea to go ahead and just get a few things. I don't have the Gourd Lurker. That's one of my favorites. That one's so cute. Alright, we'll get a wolf dog. Night Sky Craven. Alright. Oh, you know what we should also do while we're here? We should check on our dye situation. Because they have the dyes. Excuse me, my voice is going. Okay. That'll help for a minute. Maybe. The dyes, the way they do it is they have 4 dyes available at the festival. 2 of them are available for mithril coins, and 2 of them are available for festival tokens. And you get like a pack of 6. And then next year they'll swap, and these will be available for mithril coins, and these will be available for the festival tokens. So what I try to do is every year I go in and I stock up on the ones that are available for the festival tokens, and then make sure I have enough to last me for like 2 years. And then of course, because it's so rare, I have a tendency to not use very much of it. But it looks like the autumn leaf dyes, somehow I've missed getting those. So let me get a couple piles of those. Maybe one more. Okay, so now I have 24 of those, and then in 2 years I can stock up more again. And then the Twilight Purple, let's find out if I have, I'm going to guess the answer is no. Yeah, because if I didn't have the one, I probably didn't have the other. And so we'll go ahead and get 24 of those. Okay, cool. So now we're set on the dyes. Let me put my dye carry-all back. And then, what else we got? Dun, dun, dun. I got the mount. Don't think I'm gonna get any of the mithril mount stuff. I don't think that's necessary at this time. I got the forest spirit stuff that I wanted to get, because that's what I'm wearing, right? Is the forest spirit mask, so I must have already picked up the tunic and the other stuff. What's wrong? She's got her ears back. Hey, what's up, baby? Kitty cat with her ears back. Yeah. Oh, is it the bell? Is that bothering you? I thought I'd dress up a little bit, you know, so I've got to have a bell on my neck. I don't think it's the ears. I don't know if she notices them, although they could smell. They actually have little feathers, and the feathers keep falling off from time to time. So there's that. Let's see. I should have all of these things. And I probably have all the things of those that I want. And I think I have all these that I want. So housing items. Are there any housing items I want? So the autumn apple tree is really nice, but I think I got a couple of those already and put those in my yard. I think I did some shopping here recently on Laurelin and put these out. But that table I was talking about earlier, I'm not sure if I picked up the table. So let's find the table. And man, these long burning candle stands are really great. They're so atmospheric and they're fantastic for putting around in a room. Decorative gourds. I'm not sure if I have that. Here it is, the potions table. I love the potions table because my other character on here, my other main character, because I have two main characters on Laurelin, and my other main character is a scholar, and so I like creating like a little scholar's nook for her. So it's like that's where she goes and she does her work, you know. Okay, so I got her the table. I got her 4 of the lamps or the candles. We've got the ginger cat on a cushion and the white shirt cat on a cushion. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab those guys. And then the sleeping brown cat, we gotta get one of those. And not worried about the effect things. Okay. Oh, and then I should double check and make sure I've got the Lonely Mountain Bassoon, but I'm pretty sure I do. Oh, not the character vault, although I probably am carrying the... I have a large instrument carry-all, and I just realized that I'm probably carrying it. Naughty, naughty. Because my characters share it, so, you know. Bassoon, Lonely Mountain Bassoon. Yes, I do have one. Okay, cool. So I don't need that. All right, so we'll pop over to, let's see. I have 2 of the Lindleby Homestead's houses that I got. And let's go to the Floodside Road one. Let's check that one, see how good is that decorated. Because I probably did not set up my potions nook or my scholar's nook in there yet, now that I think about it. So we'll go and take a look at that. All right, so this is also the one where I have set my ingredient crate out. I only have 1 on this server. And so it's just the regular one. I need to get the premium one at some point. So maybe the next time they're on sale, I might grab one. It's just usually there's somebody else that has one laying around, so I don't tend to need to. I did get some of those autumn apple trees, and I put them in this yard. Okay, cool. So I might need to get some to put in my other yard, because I have another house around here. But okay, so where do I want to put... Oh, this would be maybe a good place for the cats, or... I have a tree growing in this room. I wonder if I... you know what I should do? I should get like a something warm colors in here and put another fireplace in here. And then... Let's see, do we have enough furniture spots? Oh, that one's already being used. Okay. Oh, but that one's probably not. And we could put the cats in here, at least the sleeping ones on their cushions, and they can be sleeping by the fire. That's always nice. So maybe I'll get a wall item to make another fire in here. And get adamantia to make some dyes. That'll be nice. So we can dye up the wall. That's probably a good idea. Okay, so to-do list, get a fireplace, get some dyes for the wall, maybe put a light in here. I bet the lighting, yeah, my lighting's empty. I should get one of those fireplace flickering versions. You know what I'm talking about? You know what? Let's just go out there and take a look. So this is, I love this housing location. It's right here in the middle, and I just need to go over there. It's and it's really neat because like one of the other houses is right across the street, so like there's a house right there, and it's like, I love it. All right, so we're gonna pop over here because there's one of the housing furniture, I think. Oh, or do I have to go to Rohan? Well, let's see. Is it ambiance?
I'm pleased to be
Oh,
of
it might be
service.
ambiance furniture. Yeah, this is the one. There's like they're the ones that have the lighting effects, and there's like a campfire light orange, campfire light red, campfire light yellow, candle light. Do you know, I'm not really sure which one gives a bigger fill, but I'm gonna guess the campfire versus the candle. I don't know. Anybody know? Let's go ahead and grab, I don't know which ones I want. Let's try the orange and the red, and we'll try the orange and the red. Okay, so we'll take those back to the house. Let's see what those look like. Oh, I forgot to see if they had fireplaces. I'm not sure which fireplace I'm going to want, though. I might have to go to Deco de Mio, which is that website there. Deco de Mio, which is a website that has all of the Lotro housing items that you can find in the game. Because I may have, you know, opinions about what kind of fireplace I want. I'm sure I will have opinions on what kind of fireplace I want. Let's do a little search for fire. We have fireflies. We have a small stone fireplace. Oh, hey. As part of the Lindleby stuff, didn't we get a fireplace? I'm thinking maybe I do. I just have to remember where I put it. Alright, that's not my house. This is my house. Okay, cool. This is not my beautiful house. Okay, I think I gotta look for the fireplace in my stuff. But before we do that, we'll go ahead and get some lighting in here. Okay, so our options we chose are the campfire orange. Okay, let's try the candlelight orange. Oh yeah, the candlelight is very specific, isn't it? Okay, and so then the candlelight red or the campfire red. Well, I definitely like the campfire one better. So do we like the red or the orange? The orange looks very yellowy, but maybe once I put something in the walls it might look different. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the red. We're gonna go with red for now. Okay, so now it kind of has like a, you know, a warmer feeling to it. And then let's take a quick look in my carry-alls. Also in my inventory. The stuff came in boxes, and I don't always open all my boxes. But it's more likely on my other characters that I haven't opened all the boxes. I probably have opened everything on this character. Oh, we have some pumpkin orange wall paint. We should put that up. Homestead decorations. I know I don't open those. They have like a gazillion things in them, and we don't want to do that. Okay, do we have a fire? We have the fire pits. No. Okay, no fireplace. We will address that at a later time. But let's do some wall color in here. What do you mean? Oh, because I picked the wrong thing. There we go. Wow. This is a very intense orange room now. Alright, now let's try that other light. Oh, that's kind of nice now. Although I still don't like the way it looks on the floor. But that red is a little bit too intense. All right, we'll go with that for now. Okay, so... And then we were going to make a nice little scholar's nook somewhere. So this room I'm still playing around with because it's got this hook in the middle for this one item, which you can do fire pit, which is a Rohan housing item. But now they have that hook here. So I could have, so I could have one item that basically fills this space. And the empty banquet table is the best choice so far. So I'm sticking with that. But on another server, in another house, I filled this space with a whole bunch of things because you've got a whole bunch of furniture hooks in here. And so I just put like basically a table in a bunch of furniture hooks, like one for you, one for you, one for you. And then I scooted them to the middle, making it kind of a, an eating space. So that kind of worked. So I'm unconvinced about what I want to do there is basically what I'm getting up to. Oh, hey, I did start to put together the thing here for her. Nice. Okay. Well, I've had this great idea multiple times. At least I'm consistent. All right, so we'll put this here. We're going to light up that potions table a little bit more, though. And hey, we have extra lighting. How would you... Oh, let's say that. How would you like to be a light? What do we think? Red, yellow, or orange? It says orange, but man, that's very yellow. It's very yellow for an orange. It's very spotlighty too. That's kind of wacky. But sure, why not? And let's move you, because I'm going to try and make it look like the candles are what's giving off the light. That's my idea. I think we need to rotate that. Oops, not that way. Yeah, rotate that candle. Rotate those feet a little bit. They look a little bit too, I don't know. Oops, I did it again. Too ordered, Okay, so there's that one, and then let's bring these in a little bit. Whoopsie, what happened there? It just went out. Alright, and oh, hello, that's too far. When you're trying to just click the little bit and you end up pushing all the way and you're like, dang it, that is not what I meant to do. Nerp, 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 nerp. Okay, and the last one. You're like, I meant to just slide it into the floor by an inch, and now it's in the basement. It's like, that's not what I meant. Oh, in one of the other houses, I got like a smoky atmosphere. That was fun. We'll have to go find that again, because I like that one. Let's see, to go with the potions table. It had a really nice look. Okay, so let's take a look at this now. Maybe without that. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright, so I need to find all the other things I have so I have here, I'll just show you. I may have to just take it apart. Maybe get a screenshot and then take it apart. Because I set it all up the way I wanted to at another house, and I think it looks really good. And, okay, so let's see. That's a meat hall. I do not have a meat hall here. I do have a meat hall on Evernight, and every so often I'm like, I should check in on that. I should log into there once in a while, and I never do. I'm just not playing on Evernight much these days. Oh, hey, there's Helm's Deep. We haven't been there yet on Treebeard. We're getting close. Okay, so you see how it's got kind of like a misty kind of thing going on in here, which is fun. And then I've got, I love this. It's I put these planters out in a way that it's like a hedge maze, like a mini hedge maze. And we came here one time with some hobbits, and one of them was in here, and he's like doing some of the things like oh no, I'm lost. Hee 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 hee. You know, all the stuff that they do in the hedge maze during the festival. It was pretty funny. Anyway, so this is the setup I made for my, let me get the names off, for my scholar, because, so she's got her scholar's table, you know, her potions table where she can do all this stuff, and then she's got like a whole bunch of books here and some books over here, and she's got like, you know, mushrooms should she need those, and other ingredients there. We've got candlestick here, we've got books, we've got more books, we've got a table to work on, and then we've got books in all sorts of various places here, and some more greenery, some more flowers if she needs those for dyes, you know. So that was kind of my idea, is that this is her scholar's crafting area. So I need to figure out if I'm going to replicate this. Am I buying it all anew and creating a whole new version and leaving this one here, or do I just take all of this and plant it over in one of the Lindleby houses? And I'm really not in the Rohan house very often, so I am quite tempted to just give up the Rohan house, or undecorate it, I suppose, and then move all the decorations from here over to my Lindleby houses, because I went ahead and got two. I'll show you. This is my second one. This one I love, the Wellforth Way, because it's super convenient. So let me show you real quick. If you just make a U-turn, boom, you are down here in the town center, which is fantastic. So that is super handy. And then anyway, so and I like this house because it's got like the two entrances. It's got one in there and one there. Is this the house? No, I think it was a different house where somebody put like a wall in the middle and made a divider. And so like one wall, one entrance is the inn and the other entrance is the house. I'm like, that's so cool. So this is the house where maybe I would set up, you know, like this might be a good room, because I want a big open room for it. So this could be a good room to reset up the potion stuff. I like this one as just being kind of like a cozy reading space. So might do something there. So you can see I haven't done a lot with this. Oh, but you can see what I did when I was talking about with that center. Okay, so you've got a center fire pit hook that is here. But instead of that, I've taken a bunch of the furniture hooks and put tables in them, and so then the tables, I've kind of arranged them in the center. But there's no like benches or anything, so it feels a little weird. This house is obviously still in the middle of being decorated. I haven't quite figured out what I'm doing here yet. So Dame Hypatia says, my Belfalos house is jump down the hill and you're right on top of the stable master. Very nice. Yeah, I'm what is that, like 2 clay way, or not clay, that's not the right word. But yes, I know another person we used to play with a lot, Ickney, was like, this is the house you want. It's like, boom, that's the best house. So then we have all these little alcoves here, which I haven't quite figured out what I'm doing. This could be another space for that, but I kind of like having it near the front, you know? So, and then I've set up this room as kind of the Christmas room, or the Yule room. So as I find all my Yule decorations, I'll be putting them out in here. I thought that'd be fun. I thought it might be fun to decorate parts of the house in different seasons. I thought that might be kind of fun. So now we're back to here. But I am kind of thinking, that this might be a good space, because I want a bigger open space. So this might be a good place to put her potions and stuff. So I will think about that. So I may just, undo a lot of the Rohan stuff and move it over to this house. Because the other house I've already done quite a bit more decorating in than I have on this one. So there's definitely some opportunity here. All right, well, I think I'm going to wrap it up here pretty soon. So if anybody has any last minute things they want to talk about in the chat, feel free to put that in there. A reminder that today and tomorrow are the last full days of the festival. So if you haven't finished off everything, now's the time to get on that. As I was reminded earlier in this stream. What else? Oh, what? Well, we're on. So okay, we're on daylight, or we have dropped off daylight saving here in Europe, but the US has not yet done so. So the time changes, the times are a little off. Like normally we're 6 hours off of East Coast. Right now we're 5 hours different from East Coast time. So take that into account if you're hanging out in one and talking to people in the other. But the US switches this coming weekend. So then we'll be back in alignment as we were previously. Oh, but I was going to say is Extra Life is happening, and the big Extra Life stream day is Saturday, but we here on the stream team are doing our big stream together on Friday, this Friday, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so 3 days from now. So please come back and hang out in the chat. There'll be giveaways. They'll be giving away stuff off the community loot list. They'll be giving away Lotra points. Trying to think what else, but yeah, so there's gonna be giveaways like throughout the whole 12 hours. So lots of good stuff. And if you do decide to make a donation, we thank you very much. During my stream, I will be on for an hour. You know what, I can grab that time. Let me pull up my calendar. I will only be doing an hour this year because the timing was really bad. I have an appointment, and then other people were streaming, and then it was too late, and it's just crazy. So let's see, mine is 4 to 5 my time. So 11 a.m. Eastern time. That's what it is. So 11 a.m. Eastern US time on Friday. My stream. There you go. So I've put it into the chat just so you can like copy and paste that out or something if you want to. So 11 a.m. US Eastern time this Friday, I will be streaming for an hour as part of the longer 12-hour Lotro team stream. It starts a couple hours before me. Like 1 or 2 people are streaming before me, and then right after me will be Cord. And then it keeps going on for the next, for another 6 to 8 hours after that. So yeah, it should be a really good, day, and lots of good streamers you might catch throughout the time. I'm just noticing my little red dots because it's like, I turned it off, but I've got red fireflies out here, and you can actually see them once in a while. That is so fun. So anyway, so that's happening this Friday. So if you have a chance to pop in, you might win some stuff. And if nothing else, you can cheer on the team. Rah, rah, rah. Dame Hypatia says, have fun and raise lots of money. Yay. Yeah, that is the goal. The goal is there. 30,000 is the goal. And we are already up to 19,967. So just coming right up on that 20,000 mark. That's pretty awesome. And I'm already up to 425. So a super huge thank you to everybody who has already donated in my name. I really appreciate that. My personal goal this year is 750. So already being at almost 2/3 of that goal is pretty exciting. So let's see, I was trying to get into some good lighting. We have some, lighting's not bad here. Yeah. Oh wow, look at that waterfall. Hang on. We're gonna go stand by the waterfall. I forget that I have all this cool stuff in my yard. Whee! Hopefully I don't fall in. That would be annoying, right? Alright, so we'll do a little Hobbit flip here by the waterfall. Why not, right? As a thank you to everybody who has donated or is thinking about donating or will donate in the future. I really appreciate that. That's super awesome. So, yeah. So, Friday, come back for the stream. Win stuff. Have a good time. Next Tuesday, I'll be back like normal. probably without the cat ears, meow, and without the bell because the cats have just been like, what's going on? It has caught them off guard, for sure, and possibly with a more finished, possibly completely finished blanket by then, because that one's working up really fast. It's making me happy. Yeah, so I think that's about it from me. Coming up right next is B4 with his stream plugging along. He's going to talk about Lotro plugins, and specifically, I believe he's going to be working on the Festival Buddy plugin, which is a really handy tool for the festivals, especially when you're doing very specific festival quests. So, all right, well, I think that's it. Thank you, everybody, for coming along. Have a great rest of your Halloween. Have fun, stay safe, and we will see you next week. All right, thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.